Hello, everyone. How are you? How's your week so far? Okay, let me see if I'm live already. 1 second. How's your weekend? You had a good rest? Yeah, so fast we're entering the last week of March, which is the first quarter of 2024. Can you imagine the first quarter of 2024 is coming to an end and we are entering the second quarter? Isn't it just New Year? And now we're already like at the end of March. It's crazy, time flies, right? Okay, now basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to answer questions. So if this is the first time you see me, welcome to my Ask Jason Anything about Meta Ads, which is really something I do for the past 3 years plus on every Sunday night. Well, almost every Sunday night. Actually, take 1 or 2 weeks off from time to time when I have some things to do. For example, maybe like the festive or some holidays and all that. But I actually goes live. I go live almost every Sunday night at 10 p.m. to answer questions about Facebook advertising or Meta advertising. So if you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, Meta advertising as a whole, the first thing first, I will recommend that you actually visit my YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search for Jason Gunn, and that's where you can find over 1,000 videos that I've posted in the past 4 or 5 years, I think. And most of them are about digital marketing, Facebook advertising, Meta advertising, specifically on Meta advertising. So try to look for an answer if you can, if you have any questions at all. And if you cannot find anything that is related to your challenges or the problems that you're facing, all you need to do is just leave, a comment and post your question as a comment, okay, on any videos on my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to go live on Sunday night to answer your questions. Please do not expect me to reply to your comment in the written form, because I don't think that's the most effective way to communicate in terms of digital marketing and Facebook advertising, which is something very technical. I prefer to answer questions like this. So if you post any questions, come back on the following Sunday to listen to my reply. Otherwise, if you are free, right, feel free to join me on Sunday night, because we can actually have more direct interaction where you can post your questions in the comment and I'll be answering them. So yeah, I have a few questions today. So if you have any questions, if you are watching this live, even if you're watching the replay, any questions, post in the comment. Once I finish going through all the questions that I captured in the last week, and I'll go back to the comment section. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this in and yeah, ask Jason anything, something that I have been doing for the past 3 years plus now. So yeah, so just ask your questions. Right, just in case somebody, if you need something that is more direct, that you probably have some P&C questions that you don't want to go public like this, or you have something that you need, like a faster response or direct response from me, you can actually scan this QR code. This will take you to my Fiverr gig, okay? All you need to do is buy me a dinner on Fiverr, and then you'll be able to schedule a 30 minutes one-on-one with me or more. In fact, if you want to buy extra time, it's okay. So what we will do is we will go live. We will actually meet live on Zoom, and you can share your screen. We can go through anything, your questions. I can even dive into your ads manager to look into whatever settings. If you need somebody to look at, oh, I'm setting up this campaign, can I actually help you to check my settings and all that? Anything you want to do about Meta ads, feel free. Okay, so this is for you to ask any questions about Meta ads. Scan this QR code and buy me a dinner, then we can actually do that. But in case you're new to Facebook advertising or Meta advertising, you need some proper guidance in terms of, like how to set up the campaign, how to get started and stuff. I have this 2.5-hour recorded training. It's called Facebook Ads Masterclass. So we cover 5 main things in this 2.5-hour training. First thing first, I talk about my way of structuring a Facebook ads campaign using my 2-step funnel. I would actually walk you through like in terms of the setup entire thing. So how do you actually structure the top of funnel? How do you structure the retargeting? What are the messages and all that? So that's the structure part we talk about. That's the first thing. And followed by the objective selection. So the second part is about objective selection, as in like, what are the objective selections or so-called options you have in terms of Meta advertising? Why should you be using this and not that, so that you can actually make better decision about which objective to choose. And then the third thing we talk about is the audience targeting. I think I have about 5 to 6 signature audience targeting techniques that can really help you pinpoint your target audience. which I'm going to share with you in the training as well. So the fourth thing is I'll be sharing about the creative and copywriting, as in I work with clients from all around the world and in coaching format. So I have some latest trend and information about what's working and what's not working to help you make certain decision about like what should you be considering. Should you be using video or single image? Based on your industry, what will be the best one? Okay, so that's the fourth part. And the fifth part is about audience targeting, copywriting. Oh yeah, and the entire training is all about like setting up the campaign from step to step. So I will have detailed walkthrough on the ads manager, the campaign setup, entire format for the top of funnel and the retargeting. So you can actually take away a lot of headache about like, what is this feature? You know, should I be touching this? Should I be going for the what kind of optimization? Everything will be answered throughout the entire training. And last but not least, we talk about analytics, because in my opinion, setting up the campaign is just the start, you know, like knowing what's happening to your campaign and make the right decision to improve it is the next question that we should be answering. So I'll be sharing with you the fundamental of analytical framework to meta ads. And that is the 2.5-hour training that you will get. Scan this QR code, purchase, and you get a training right away. And I will be updating this training from time to time. Every 3 to 6 months, I'll be doing a re-recording to actually cover the latest changes and trends and all that. So you will always get the latest version. Okay, remember to keep the link when you sign up. And 3 months, 1 year down the road, come back to this link. You always see the latest version of the training. So that's that. Now, if you need, I don't want to learn all this, Jason, can you just help me set up everything? Yes, actually, I do have a program where I'll be designing your Facebook ad strategy based on your business model. I will tell you, because you're in e-commerce industry, this is the kind of top of funnel ad that you should be considering. And this is the retargeting ad that you should be designing. I will design the journey for you, and I would actually distribute the budget planning based on whatever that you are intending to spend. And the whole thing, including the copywriting, including the design, I won't be doing it for you, but I'll be giving you recommendations about what you should be considering. So then you can actually go back and prepare about what you need to prepare and all that. And on the second call, I will be setting up the campaign for you, with you, as in exactly, this is like a tailored training for your business where I will set up the entire campaign, as in like what kind of objective we use, what kind of audience that we will be using, how do we set up the campaign structure, the retargeting, how do we distribute the budget. Everything will be set up by me while you present, and your team as well, if you want to bring your team. So treat this as a training for your future team members and all that, because everything will be recorded. Keep the recording for your future reference and everything. So if you want that, that you want to take away all the guesswork and you just want to get somebody to set it up for you, of course, this is not free, right? But it's totally worth it. Scan this QR code and we can actually have a discussion on how do we take this further to the next step. Okay, now let's go into the questions that I received. First question is from Krishna. Okay, Krishna is asking, you have conversions showing up in the events manager clearly from Facebook ads to Shopify, to a Shopify website, but they don't show up in ads manager, so you don't know which ads is causing them. Any advice? Now, first thing first, you need to learn how to draw out the right metric. So you go into the metric, custom metrics, and then you try to pull out the purchases and the conversions and all that, because this should be, when it comes to e-commerce, this should be the standard events like add to cart, initial checkout. You can even pull the value of it, the cost for it and everything. And you can even pull the cost per purchase, the value of purchase, and the ROAS as well. All the numbers will be there. Now, if those ads are actually responsible to help you get your purchases and conversions on your website, the numbers should show. But you have to understand there are certain misfiring, or so-called, the data may not be 100% accurate, but we take a plus minus of about 80% accuracy, should be all right. Okay, so at least you can actually see something from there. However, if you try to pull all this data, you still don't see any purchases attributed to these campaigns that you're running, probably, okay, your purchases are not related to these campaigns that you're running. I mean, this is a rare case, but I've seen it before, as in you are seeing conversion on your website, but they are not brought in by your Facebook ads, which means your Facebook ads may not be working properly. So we probably have to look into your campaign and see what's working and what's not working, what's happening to your campaign. So you try to go through that, the custom metric and all that. If you still don't see anything, I would actually recommend that we have a one-on-one Facebook ads review and audit to see what's really happening to your Facebook ads. Is it really about the metrics missing, or is it really about like the campaign not really attributing or not really bringing any sales to your website? So if you need that, then this QR code, scan this QR code. Buy me a dinner on Fiverr, then we can actually have a one-on-one Facebook ads audit. So what I'll do is I'll dive into your metrics and see what's working, what's not working. But of course, along the way, I will build you a Facebook ads dashboard that is truly belong to your business, tailored to your business, so that you know that, I will walk you through on how to analyze what's working, what's not working, and stuff like that, right? So yeah, you can keep the dashboard. So it helps you monitor your campaign in a more realistic way moving forward. And from there, we'll be able to draw a plan as in like, so what's working, what's not working. If the campaign is not working, then I'll probably give you some suggestions about how can you possibly structure the campaign in a different way, or like do differently to see whether we can bring different results in the future campaign. So yep, scan this QR code, then we can actually work together on that. All right, but thanks for dropping by. Okay, now the next question is coming from one user about Facebook ads objective for Shopee affiliate. Now, if you're a Shopee affiliate, meaning you are actually promoting certain products on Shopee and you earn commission for that. So your question is about, is this method allowed by Shopee? Do they actually have any restrictions about promotion affiliate links using ads? As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, I don't think so. Because if you are an affiliate, as long as you are, in most affiliate, they do not stop you from running ads. That's what I understand. Like I'm affiliate for Fiverr, I'm affiliate for AppSumo and stuff like that. So whenever I do affiliate, I don't think so. And when it comes to my client, a lot of, in fact, this is just for you guys to know, right? A lot of my e-commerce clients, when they sell on Shopee, they actually use an affiliate link to promote their own Shopee product, running ads. You get what I mean? So if you ask me, it's perfect. I don't think there is any restriction because the shop owner using an affiliate to promote their own product, and it's totally all right because Shopee is still paying them. Because Shopee, I don't think they mind having more people promoting their platform, bringing people to their store and all that. So I think it's perfect, all right. And I have some clients who actually leverage on this kind of affiliate program to make money for their products and all that. So they have been advertising their affiliate link. So if you ask me, 100% no problem. So just do it. So what I'm actually recommending here is you have to start running ads and you have to monitor the right metric to see whether they are actually helping you to get clicks or not. Because you have to understand when you're running ads for your Shopee affiliate program, or for your affiliate revenue, you have to understand that you lost track of the action after the click. Meaning, because you have no CPaaS, you don't have any access to Shopee's whatever. So you do not know, aside from the click, you can know up to how many people actually went outbound. But how many people landed, you do not know. So you have to actually do some calculation, because I do know that for affiliate, you know how many clicks that you get or how many lands that you get. So you have to actually do some measurement, manual calculation to have a better understanding whether your campaign is working or not. So same thing, if you run ads for your Shopee affiliate, after you run this for a week or two, I would recommend that you come back for a quick review. So I always recommend, if you run ads, right, you need to come back for a review. Because a lot of clients come back every 2 weeks or 1 month. We will actually review their campaign and see what's working, what's not working. And I'll tell you about the next step, as in how do we actually take it further? What should we improve? What's really working and how can we leverage? Is it time to scale? So I'm going to give you all these recommendations where we review a campaign. So run ads by all means and come back when you need. All right, that's how it works. So yeah, go ahead, run it and just come back for review from time to time. Okay, now the next question is coming from Bryce. So Bryce is asking, will the masterclass be helpful for a wedding photographer running ads? I would say yes, definitely, because although this Facebook ads masterclass is more towards understanding the objective and all that, and I believe I was using an e-commerce business as a reference, but I do not neglect lead gen. So the whole process, the setup is the same thing. You just need to change the objective to lead gen. And when it comes to the audience targeting technique, when it comes to the the creative and copywriting advices and all that, they are still, I would say, 90% the same. So you just need to learn the way to structure the campaign and to build it, and you should be able to do that. So if you buy the course right now, as in either Facebook Ads Masterclass, you are actually entitled for a complimentary one-on-one 30 minutes with me, which the intention was you learn through this program and you run ads, all right? And then after that, you come back for a review. I always believe this is the best way to learn, because learning whatever it is, it's you have to put it to practice. And the next step is we come back and look at what is that, and I'll give you recommendation about how can you take your campaign to the next level. So that's how the whole program is set up. So do that. Please sign up for the course. So this is the link, right? If you lost it, then anyone who wants to learn Facebook ads, this is the link to my Facebook ads masterclass. Go through that. And at the moment, as I'm actually making this video, yeah, so this is 24th March of 2024. So if you you've come across this link in 2 years down the road and you don't see the promotion anymore, the special offer anymore, then do not blame me, because we change from time to time. Okay, so do that. All right, wait, where am I right now? Let's go back to this. Okay, thanks, Bryce. Now the next one is coming from Baico Express. So you say you watch my video a lot about ads. Thank you so much for watching. And you're asking, do I have some explaining video with visual demo for beginners? Oh, same thing, right? Baico, this one, Facebook Ads Masterclass. I don't need to explain this again. So basically 2.5 hour recorded training. You'll get the future latest version anytime you come back again to the same link. 5 elements where I talk about the structure and my strategy and the structure, objective selection, audience targeting. The 4th one was what? What was that? Creative and copywriting and the analytics. So I cover everything you need to know to get started for beginner. So yeah, even non-beginner also actually you'll find it useful, as long as you have some doubts about what will be the best way to run ads and the structure and everything. This is a class that is suitable for you. Okay, go for that. All right, the next one is coming from Mahmo. So you're asking about how to extract it from the new ads manager. I believe you're talking about how to extract custom audience in the ads manager, the new ads manager. Now, you are not allowed to extract any data from Facebook. Like, if you have custom audience of people who visit your website or using the Facebook pixel and all that, there is no way that you can extract. You can only share it. Sharing from one ads manager to another ads manager is just follow exactly what I did in this training. Although this video is quite old, I think it's about like 3-4 years ago. But although the interface is slightly different, the steps remains the same. I actually checked it. So follow the steps to share your custom audiences, but there is no way to extract custom audiences if that's what you're asking. Okay, so yeah, so that's not that. So these are all the questions that I receive on my YouTube channel. And I want to quickly go through 1 or 2 questions that I get quite frequently when I meet, like clients from all around the world. So the first one is, this is a very, very good question. Okay, so people came to me and asked, what would be the best CTR? What's a good CTR for Facebook ads? Now, when you're running ads on Facebook, you understand that there are 2 different set of CTR that are relevant to you. So how do you pull out all this data? So you go to Facebook Ads Manager. Hang on, let me see if I'm actually able to pull the Facebook Ads Manager up. Okay, so 1 second. All right. Okay, so this is the Facebook Ads Manager. So in any of the, this is the Ads Manager, right? So you click on these custom columns, go all the way down, customize columns, the last option. You just need to go in and type CTR. So you will look at CTR all and CTR link click. Okay, so these are the 2 metrics that you should be watching. So back to this thing. So what's a good CTR for Facebook ads? CTR all means the percentage of people who click on anything on the Facebook ads, including the link, the call to action button, the like button. Even if you have a video, people clicking on the video to play, or click on the profile picture to go to your page and see whether you are for real or not. Those are all the clicks that are recorded under CTR all. So CTR all, the benchmark that we use across the industry is 2%. If you have higher than 2%, means you're good. If you are lower than 2%, it's not the end of the world, because this is not the only CTR we look into. Now, then you have another CTR, which is the CTR link click. Now, CTR link click, our benchmark is 1%. So these 2 are we use multiple metrics to determine whether a creative is working, but these two are the base metric to, like quickly let you know that is your creative attracting your clients or your potential customers to click on your ad. So for example, if you have CTR link click below 0.5%, meaning like 0.3, for example, that means your ads are not getting people to click. So by introducing a different creative to see whether we can improve the CTR may help you tremendously improve your campaign. Like last week, I just had a client. In fact, we've been working together for about 2 weeks right now. So when they first came to us, their campaign was actually working. They were making money. They were e-commerce business, but they were actually asking, Jason, how come every time I want to scale the campaign, the moment I add money, it's just not going to work. So to me, is if you're trying to scale a campaign, you need to know what's working or what's not working. So what we did for them is we actually scale their revenue without increasing the budget. How? The CTR was about 0.4, I think 0.41, something like that. Meaning the ads are already performing, they are already profitable on the front end, meaning they're already making money, profitable, but their CTR was at 0.41. So what we did was we actually introduced a few more creatives to try to bump the CTR. So we bumped the CTR to 0.76, I think, 0.75, 0.76. So that's about like more than 50% increase in terms of the CTR. So what we did was by bumping this CTR, meaning we get more clicks to the website with the same amount that you're spending, with the same amount of people that you're potentially reaching, but we get more clicks. That means what? More clicks, do you think you will get potentially more results and more revenue? That's what we did. We bumped the revenue by about 18% in 2 weeks' time, okay, without adding budget. So that's really the power of knowing what to do in the whole ads campaign. Knowing what's working and what's not working can really help you take your campaign to the next level without even adding budget. So if you are running ads especially, what I would really encourage you to do is try to learn the metrics that are fundamental and important to your campaign. But of course, we don't want to get carried away by just CTR. Like I said just now, even with lower CTR, you can still be profitable. But if you know what to fix, so we have a few metrics like CTR, CPM, frequency, and blah, blah, blah. So eventually every business would have your own set of metrics that you want to track. So what I would encourage here is if you run ads, try to actually learn this, like gather all these important metrics and try to build a sense of like the journey, knowing, like what to fix, how do we actually make sense of the metrics and all that will be a really, really important learning that you have to go through. So if you are clueless about how to get started and all that, to be frank, the easiest way is if you have been running ads, you want to know what's working, what's not working in your campaign, let's do a ad review. That's the best way to learn. So scan this QR code, buy me a dinner as usual. So the whole thing is, in these 30 minutes, you can choose to buy 60 minutes if you have more campaigns or if you have more questions. So the first thing we will do is, via this Zoom screen share, first I'll build you your dashboard. So if you're e-commerce, you have all these set of metrics to track. If you're in lead gen business, these are the metrics that you need to track. So I'll build your dashboard with a complete customer journey. Then I'll walk you through about like, okay, now CTR is working, not working, and then the CPM. And even though you have good CTR, CPM and all that, but look, a lot of people go to your website, but very little people add to cart. So I would actually walk you through the entire customer journey in the dashboard itself, and I'll pinpoint to you what's really working and what's not working. So these are all the things that will help you learn. First thing first, you already have campaign. So you want to know, like, this is your business, right? That's the next thing you need to learn. But from there, because you already have campaign running, I will build you an action plan on how you can take your campaign to the next level. So that's really the best thing that you need to have for your campaign. Do not just make any decision based on your gut feeling. That's the worst thing when you're running ads. So whatever you want to do next, okay, build a plan. Okay, so that's what we do together. Scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, then we can actually have a 30 minutes discussion or more if you want to. Then we can actually build a plan to take your campaign to the next level. So that's what we do. Scan this QR code and then we can actually take it further from here. All right, so that's all the questions I get, but then I have seen some comments. Let me go back to your comments. All right, so let's go through one by one. What's up, TY? Thanks for joining. And now we have a question from Mr. K. So Mr. K is asking, when in testing, do you see that the creative is working? Are there specific signs for winners? I think we just talked about that, CTR. Usually better CTR means the ads are more attractive, meaning they are getting people to take action. But let me warn you, there are situations that you might get the wrong intent. Like I've seen some clients, they have very good CTR, but then the people that they brought in are totally not interested in your product. So we will also have to look at your creative, but usually CTR is the key that we look into. But Kate, seriously, if you run ads, if you're asking this question, I believe you are, do not just look at the creative itself, because the campaign has a lot of things. The creative only plays one part, but we also look at the, what do we call the landing page, the entire customer journey, the add to cart, the whole buying process and all that. So really the real analytical of the judging what's really working on a campaign or what's not working has a lot more elements to it. So I would still recommend that you scan this QR code and let's have a one-on-one discussion on that, okay, on your campaign. Yeah, so GI says CTR, that's correct. CTR is the first, but then again, CTR is not the only metric. Yeah, so Mr. K is saying CTR is always high and gets lower in the every impression. I mean, high at the beginning, but it's fine. Then we have an average. So we just have to understand what's the benchmark CTR. After you run ads for about a week or two, then we take it from there. Then we need to determine the baseline. But of course, every single metric in the journey plays a role. So yeah, so these are the things. Okay. Yeah, Chiwa is saying that your creative is video. Yep. So you guys are chatting. So yeah, what if it's an image? No, we don't. There is no benchmark. What should work better? Is it image or video? No. Every business is unique. Like I can have this client using video with 4% CTR. I've seen it, all right? But if you use video for your campaign, it might be just 0.4, 0.5. So no, it's not just that. So don't just watch the CTR itself. Try to watch the entire journey, as in the whole thing. That's what I meant. All right. So Daryl is asking, what do you think about the Advantage Plus campaign? Well, Facebook is always pushing Advantage Plus. All right. And I would say some actually reported that they are getting pretty decent result from there. But what I want to do right now, because I have a framework, the way I run ads is based on the two-step funnel. I will spend a specific amount on the top of funnel, a specific amount on retargeting. I want to have the distribution. So I want to have the control. That's the reason why I do not do Advantage Plus campaign. But having said that, I'm not saying that Advantage Plus technology is not good. Like I do use Advantage Plus creative, in certain situation. And I do use Advantage Plus audiences in certain scenario. But in terms of the campaign, I would still prefer to structure it my way. So that's, you're asking me about my personal preference. That's what I would answer. All right, Daryl. And Mark Williams is asking, how long should you be running ads before you could have enough data to see if the ads is doing good? 7 days. 7 days is good. If you have 7 days data, then we can actually determine whether you're doing good or not and what else we can do for the, the next step and stuff like that. So 7 days is good enough. Let's do that. 7 days is good. So same thing, scan this QR code, Mark, and let's have a discussion on how to take your campaign to the next level. What's working, what's not working, and let's build it from there. Okay, Mark? And the next one is Kiat. I'm sorry if I pronounce the name wrongly. So you're saying that you've been running your brand for 2 years and you have never seen such high CPM with purchase conversion, meaning you have a very high CPM, right? So if you have high CPM, don't worry, because first, CPM is actually determined by the market itself, that we have no control over it. But when you say high, how high is that compared to your normal? And when you say high CPM, are you seeing conversion? Is it like for certain markets, we don't mind high CPM at all because it's expensive. It's an expensive market. So as long as we are actually getting result, then, high CPM is something that we can tolerate. However, if it's getting too extensively high, then we need to find out what's really happening. We need to examine the external factors, and we also need to examine the objective that you're using, because different objective has different CPM, that these are all the things that have impact on the CPM. But having said that, CPM is not the only metric. So we will have to look at the entire journey. Sometimes higher CPM may bring you higher quality audiences, which will be beneficial for your campaign. So these are all the things that we have to look into. Yeah, you were saying that before that, €5, now it's €20 and sometimes 30. Plus minus is fine. We don't monitor daily, but let's take a look at the weekly data. Is it increasing or is it actually at a downtrend? But having said that, compare other metrics as well. So I would still recommend that we have a one-on-one discussion. Let's have a Zoom call and let's analyze your campaign so that I can actually give you more solid recommendations on how can we actually take it to the next step. So same thing, I would still recommend this one. Okay, and Mark is saying that you have good CTR but no sales. Then we need to find out what's really working or what's not working in your campaign. So we cannot just determine on one metric and all that, because it could be the creative, it could be the landing page, it could be the checkout process. So there are many things in the whole entire journey. So we need to find out what's really the point that is losing you all the potential customers, or whether are you bringing the wrong audience in. That's the key. Good CTR but no conversion, it could be because you brought in the wrong audience. So we need to actually look at your data to determine the next step. So scan this QR code and we can actually have a chat. Yep. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. So you guys need help. All right, guys, thank you so much. I can see all the questions being answered right now. I think I cover everything. Cool. Right. So yeah, it's fun, right? So that's what we do on Sunday night. If you have any more questions in the future, just post your questions in the comment section. Otherwise, come join me on every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. Alternatively, if you really need me to review your campaign or to look at your structure, whatever, that how can we actually take your campaign to the next level, scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and let's have a Zoom discussion. With that, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Thanks, and have a good night. Have an awesome week ahead. I mean, it's the final week of the month, right? Let's have a good one. Let's make it really, really count, all right? See you. Good night, and bye.